Here we go. I'm here with Max Gimenis. How you doing, man?
I'm good, man. Thanks for the invitation. I'm really happy to do this podcast in English.
Yeah.
I don't know if I do good, but I will try my best, I promise.
Oh, I'm sure it's going to be excellent. I imagine the people who are listening will forgive you for your English. Do you want to tell us a little bit about yourself?
Yeah, definitely can. My name is Max Gimenis. I'm a black belt Jiu Jitsu fighter. 27 years old, from Brazil. Man, I moved to United States 2 years ago to live my dream, survive about the sport, teach, fighting, that some things like that. I'm married, get a baby soon.
Oh, congrats! Yeah, that's kind of a new development, right?
Yeah.
And you found out the sex earlier this week.
Yes, it's a girl.
Oh, congratulations!
Thank you, man. Thank you. It's a girl. I'm nervous.
You're nervous?
I'm nervous now. Far away, my family. That's the thing, make me nervous. Not just turn a daddy, but turn a daddy by yourself, just with your wife. No parents close, and that's make a little bit nervous. But I'll figure it out.
Yeah.
Love figure it out.
So one thing I noticed when you told me you were having a child, we were just sitting around getting ready to train. You know, it was a couple weeks ago, and I was like, "Oh, hey, where's Maria?" And she's like, "Oh, you know, she's pregnant." And I was like, "It's interesting." And then you told me that you were having a girl, but you just told me over Instagram. Like, it was just a direct message. We were just talking about the fact that you were at the doctor and you were busy. And you know, here in the United States, it's, you know, people have a party to reveal the gender. Like, typically, a lot of times the parents don't find out until a certain point in the pregnancy, and they like keep it a secret, even from themselves. And then they have this party where, you know, something blows up.
Yeah, in Brazil, it's like turning popular, do these things too. But man, we don't have our parents here, our family, and everybody excited to know the gender,
Yeah.
And when the doctor found the gender, and Maria said, "Yeah, is a boy or girl?" And she, "Do you wanna know now?" And Maria, "Yes." And the doctor like, "Okay, it's a girl." But like, we just wanna know and tell my daddy, my mama. She wanna tell her family too, and let's see.
Yeah.
Just tell to everyone. Do this part just with your friends. He probably gonna be cool, but it's not the same thing. You understand?
Yeah.
To the family around.
Yeah. So you said you moved here 2 years ago, and you had said, I'll just clarify, that you moved to the U.S. so that you could make a living from Jiu Jitsu, teaching, fighting, and all that.
Yeah, man, that's like a lot of guys ask me about that. Couple friends too in Brazil, and right now a couple friends wanna do the same thing. And in Brazil, it's like good place. I love Brazil. I love my country, but to survive and pay your bills, get a good life with Jiu-Jitsu there is too hard, man, too hard. Hard to get a business, it's a lot of taxes, it's not easy. Here it's not easy too, but the hard work pays off, here, way more than in Brazil. And I try in Brazil. I get my school in 2016. I opened a school in Brazil. I get a partnership there. We grow the school, but man, I take like 1 year and a half just to pay bills.
Yeah.
Like, I'm a young guy too. I'm not like prepared to this moment, I think so. And we break.
Yeah.
And when we break, it come a lot of bad things together. Break it, get injuries on my knee, break up with my wife. That's like a lot of bad energy and bad moments. And after that, I moved to I moved back to my family house. I back and leave it to my mom and my parents, and that's on my mind. That's a big back step.
Yeah.
Like fuck, I fuck my life. I gotta find another thing to do. Jiu-Jitsu is not for me. Blah blah blah. But I'm already a big champion. All this time, I'm already world champion. I'm already Pan Am champion, big tournaments. Get a good name, but the business don't run good.
Yeah.
And I get a bad moment. When I back to live with my parents, I get a conversation. Stop training like for 7 months, 8 months because my knee some another problems too. I open a car shower.
Yeah, like a car wash.
Like car wash. Sell my car, open this new business and try like figure it out. Start doing good, make a good money, but man, I'm not happy.
Yeah.
I'm not happy on this time. Getting fat, like it's not a problem getting fat, but if you athletic when you stop, man, that's the first thing you do. Start to eat bad foods. I drink a lot on this time too. It's not happy. My mind's not health. And I think Gutenberg Pereira. He did a seminar.
Yeah, I've heard of him.
From Trap. Yeah, he's a man. He's
I know.
He's a beast, and he is my friend. We live together in Brazil, couple months, maybe a year, and he know I'm in a bad situation. He say, "Hey man, come to United States to help me train to do a tournament. Come to 3 months." And we figure out something. Man, I come here, but they tell my dad, hey, I don't be back.
Oh yeah.
I go get this chance. I go to United States and I go figure out another way to But I don't tell him on this time I'm gonna do that. I tell him, man, I will think about that. And he say, all right, back training. Let me know if you feel good, and I buy the ticket to come. I'm all right. I get a tournament, a local tournament on my city. I have to take like almost 15 or 20 pounds in 1 week to fight.
So you had to lose 15 to 20 pounds. Wow.
And I lose these 20 pounds, almost 20 pounds. Go there and win the tournament. Man, the fighting, like I get a fight. That's I love do that. I love fight. I love do this process, train, cut weight. I love that. I need to do this again. Carl Gutenberg say, man, definitely ready to go. And say, okay, I'll buy the tickets tonight. He buy the tickets like 1 week after. I get my friends, 3 friends, open my clothes, say, man, pick everything you guys wanna. I go move. My mama, you crazy, blah blah blah. And now I go move and don't back. I go figure it out. And I moved to United States, Ohio. Be there for 1 year. I think I've been here like almost 3 years, 2.5 years, and be in Ohio for 1 year. That's a great experience. Train a lot, like start teaching that too. Start learning not good English, but better English.
Yeah,
I come like with 0 English, man, like 0 English, and these guys helped me a lot. And after that, I moved to Maryland. Right now I'm here.
And I'm happy. I'm happy to have you here with us. You are, my professor. So that leads into another question. So people who are listening to this or watching it and they don't do jiu-jitsu, and even some people who do jiu-jitsu, they don't understand why do we say professor? Like, why is that the term that black belts take as opposed to coach or?
I think I don't know. Some guys like to be a coach, like say coach, but right now everybody's a coach, man.
Yeah.
Like mindset coach, I don't know, coach, everybody coach. I think that I think professor like more respect, It's like, all right, this guy's my professor. He teach me a good thing, jiu-jitsu, life, other stuffs like that. I prefer to be like a professor than coach.
Yeah. Well, I mean, it kind of makes sense. I mean, people like in the university system, in the college system, we call people professors, and I mean, really, they're just teaching a subject, right? They are a professor of this or a professor of that, but you are a professor of jiu-jitsu, right?
Yeah.
And how long have you done jiu-jitsu?
Starting 10 years old.
10 years old.
2004 or 5. 2004 or 5.
So about 17 years.
Yeah, about 17 years. I'm 27 now. It's a long time, no?
That's a long time. That's longer than it takes to become a professor in certain subjects. So maybe it's an alright thing.
How long do you do jiu-jitsu?
Well, I trained back in Frederick a little bit in 2009, just on and off. Very much on and off through 2009, maybe through 2011. But I started at Ground Control, where I am now, where we are, in 2015, around August, so a little over 5 years. And I really consider that's when I actually started training, because my mind was more focused. You know, when I was younger, you know, when I was like 19, I just wanted to just bang with, you know, I just wanted to
go there and
just wanted to fight.
Energy, fight.
Yeah. But like to really study jiu-jitsu and, you know, a lot of times do it twice a day and really put that amount of energy and effort into it.
I would the lifestyle too.
Yeah. Well, that's, you know what, that brings up another topic, the jiu-jitsu lifestyle. What is the jiu-jitsu life? How would you describe it?
Man, incredible. I love it. I love jiu-jitsu, man. But jiu-jitsu lifestyle is like about training, eating healthy, teaching. Sometimes the guys don't teach, just train, but do that for life. You know, wake up in the morning, start thinking about jiu-jitsu already. Some guys like to meditate or do yoga, you know, or running outside, but already think about take care about your body, your mind, your spirit. You know, that's why I take the jiu-jitsu lifestyle and try mix these things and get on the mat and mind safe. No, go just the mat and think about jiu-jitsu, grow your technique. That's why in Brazil a lot of guys take jiu-jitsu lifestyle mix about surf too. You know, it's like wake up, do a surf in the morning, training session afternoon, like lift weight, train again. You know, that's the jiu-jitsu lifestyle.
Why do you think it's, you know, I certainly experienced this, and I know a lot of other people experience it. It's when someone starts jiu-jitsu, they just, you know, in the U.S. we call it a honeymoon phase. You fall in love with it, and you can't get enough of it. And, you know, you want to train twice a day, and you want to go home and you want to watch videos online. And you just always want to be training and sparring with one another. What about jiu-jitsu do you think makes it addictive almost?
I don't know. I don't know. I get.
Why do you love it?
Why I love
you know, you talked about going to when you finally got back to that competition, you were like, oh, this is what I need, you know?
Yeah, no. It's two ways. I love competing. That's like get on fight on me. Sorry, I'm a kid because, man, 2 weeks on the school, jiu-jitsu school, I get a tournament. Yeah. And I win this tournament. You know, I just know two techniques: pull guard and cross choke. Yeah. And like a headlock, takedown, mount, and Americana. I know these two sequences, and I win two fights on this day. I'm like really young, 10 years, 11 years old, something, I think. And man, I love this. I love getting my arm higher, like win a tournament, get a medal, the energy, the nervous before, everything. I say I want to do that for my life, but I don't know that on this time. But I like, and after when I started turning like 15, 16, I saw how jiu-jitsu can change lives, you know. That's a lot of, we get like some guys addicted on drugs in Brazil, and when discover jiu-jitsu, start change the life, you know, start to change the mindset and put his addictive, that's right.
His addictions
on jiu-jitsu. And I start look for another way. All right, jiu-jitsu not just competition, but change lives too. Yeah. The fat guys crazy. Like when discover jiu-jitsu, start follow the lifestyle and cut weight, do healthy, you know, get a competition. Yeah. There's both ways, I think. Like the fighting on competing and the change lives. That's the things I love on jiu-jitsu.
Yeah, it definitely is. It's, I wonder, you know, because I used to have, and I still do, I still want to be, I say, as competitive as I can, right? Because I have obviously a different career, and, you know, I had the idea of making a living off jiu-jitsu, but, you know, as I'm 31, I don't know if I want to do that, but I know that I always want to do jiu-jitsu. And
you definitely can. Just you gotta figure it out. Take the time. No.
Yeah.
Take the time. You're a purple belt now. Great purple belt. Just keep it doing. The black belt is coming. Go figure out one place to teach or start to take. You already do that. Take some classes. Do some classes. Learning how to teach. To figure out. If you live in Maryland, want to train in the morning. Thursday 7 a.m.
Yeah. Thursday 7 a.m.
7 a.m. at ground control. Justin show.
but one thing. Even I've realized that even if I don't stay competitive or if I don't, have aspirations to go to Worlds, I'll still always train because I love it. One, it's just such a good motivator. I make a lot of healthy choices because of jiu-jitsu, and I very much enjoy the camaraderie, both male and female. It's a pretty male-dominated sport. Most of the people that we train with are men, and I think it's very good to, we train with people who are 20 years old, 16, 14 years old, and then we train with people who are in their 40s and 50s. Yeah. And it's even after training, you sit around and you talk, and you don't just talk about jiu-jitsu, but you talk about your life, and it's a really strong community. Mm-hmm. You have someone who was working on this project, and you're like, for instance, this podcast, and I have, everyone's offering me ideas, they're networking, hey, I know this guy. So I think
jiu-jitsu a big community now. That's a sport everyone can do.
Yeah.
That's the nice thing. So if the professor know how to teach to everyone, I think that's a big difference too. If the school just look for compete, probably you just get like young guys, maybe under 30, If you know how to split your class, all right, we can get focused on competing, but I have to teach this arm bar for everyone. If I just teach a competitor, maybe the lady 50 years old, they're gonna be comfortable on this class. Do you understand?
I do.
Yeah. We need but I have this mindset change when I moved to the United States. I think because that broke in Brazil, man, my class is like super hard. It's like warm up on speed drills, do sparring, specific at the end, and they just get like young guys, and these young guys don't make money to pay the bills, to pay the gym, and on my heart, I kind of hard to say now don't train because the kids is good, they go to the tournament to win, represent my team, do you understand?
Yeah.
And they start, when I saw I get like 15 guys train for free on my school. I'm like, because they don't pay the bills. All these kids train for free. But when I moved to the United States, I changed my mindset. My first class I teach is the beginners on my friend's school, like Gutenberg, Ohio, and no English, zero English. You say, the 6 p.m. class, yours.
Yeah.
Go there. I'm like, man. When I get in the class, I have like one kid 15 years old, one big guy like 30 years old, is on fire, is strong. One lady, an old guy, like, man, why I go teach there? And back on my beginner. All right, how I learn on my beginner, And they start to do the beginner systems and we try figure out, split the class. All right, the guys want to do more hard, they bring to this side. The guys want to just enjoy, come here, learn one good technique, do 2 or 3 sparring, back at home, do this, you understand? And that starts change my mind.
I run into a lot of people. Obviously, I think a lot of people who do jiu-jitsu try to sell the idea of it to their coworkers, for instance. And a lot of times I'll be talking to people who aren't super athletic, and the idea of doing a combat sport to them is just, it's not a possibility. But I try to tell them, like, just come. We're not gonna beat you up. We're gonna take care of you. We're not just gonna beat you up, unless that's what you want. Again, if you want to train hard, we can train hard. But at the same time, we understand you're a beginner.
Yeah. My professor, when I trained Brazil, he said, beat him with love.
With love, yeah.
You beat him, stop, show the details, come back and do another good technique. All right, right now your mistake is that. Don't put your hand anymore over here, blah, blah, blah. That's the good way to learn.
I think a lot of gyms are very friendly to new people. You know, it's a very open community because it's hard to do anything new, right? And especially when you're older. I think a lot of people, as they age, they stop trying new things. But especially walking into a gym where you know that you're gonna have a lot of physical contact, and your personal space is gonna be invaded. So it's tough, and I think it's important to welcome new people like that. But you know, everywhere I've gone,
that's one thing I get. It's fun to tell. In Brazil, it's like really normal. You don't know the people, you never saw. You shake the hand, give a hug, 2 kiss.
Oh yeah,
man! First time I get here, United States now, and the guy get in the school like maybe 1 month here, or I don't know, 2 weeks, 3 weeks, and like I said, she's my wife. I give the hand and pull her to do a kiss, and she like push me like hard. I'm sorry, and my English is bad. I can't explain it. That's normal in Brazil, no.
Yeah.
And after that, my friends say, Max, we don't kiss here, we don't hug here. Maximum shake the hands. When you get more contact, maybe you can cut this personal space. But in the beginner, just shake the hands. I'm all right, sorry.
In 2008, I went to Mexico for a month with some friends that I met working at a farm, and everyone there did that. They did the same thing, you know, the kiss on each cheek. So yeah, you know, everyone you met, they'd give you a kiss, and you give them a kiss on the cheek. And I was like, oh, I'm gonna bring this back to the United States. And I was hanging out with my friend Jury and his girlfriend at the time, and I did that, and I never did it again. I only did it once. I was like, all right, this is too weird. Even for me, it's too weird. Well, so you came to the U.S., you said about 3 years ago, 2.5, 3 years. What is, other than that, like what are some other cultural differences that you notice?
Between here and Brazil?
Yeah.
It's cold.
It's cold.
Brazil is super hot.
Yeah.
Like, and they move straight to Ohio, man. Ohio is cold.
Oh, yeah, I'm sure.
Ohio is cold. This culture about personal space, too. Economy.
The economy?
The economy is different too. Like,
what about it?
Here, there's a lot of, I don't know what you say that, like, not bad it works, like, not, I don't know. The guy wash dishwasher here.
Dishwasher.
He probably not get a best payment, but he definitely can survive.
You can survive as a dishwasher in Brazil.
You understand? He can pay his bills, get eat. In Brazil, that's not happening. The guy do that, he really poor.
In Brazil, if you're a dishwasher.
You understand?
Yeah.
It's like, that's just one example. You understand? Others works to construction. Construction here, it's a lot of money in construction. In Brazil, the guys work in construction, just the engineers on the big spots make money. The guy put the hands to work.
Like the laborers.
Yeah, laborers, sport in Brazil. But these guys, when move to here, make a lot of money.
Yeah.
You understand? That's like crazy. When I saw the difference, I'm all right, these guys can survive here, you know, with like minimal salary. You tell that like a minimal salary?
Minimum wage. Yeah. So minimum wage is.
It's like I think he met it's like 8 or 9.
Yeah. It might be 9 or 10 now. Yeah.
So it's not much, but the guy definitely can survive. Get a cheap rental, and he survive. That's a big difference. I saw. All right. If the guy don't study, he can survive. In Brazil, you need to study to get a good job.
Yeah.
Good job.
Are there minimum wage laws in Brazil?
Yeah, that's I think it's like the minimum. We pay different too. Here we pay by hour work, you know.
Yeah.
In Brazil it's like amount
per month.
Per month. If you work like 80 hours a day and you receive end amount, the minimum there is like I think it's almost R$1,000, but that's nothing, man.
Yeah.
It's like $1,000 way different than R$1,000. Way different. The value about the money is different. You understand? R$1,000 you don't buy like anything. You go in the supermarket, if you have a family like 3, you, your wife, and your 1 children, you go spend like a month, 500, 700 reais on the food.
For one, like one grocery trip for a family of 3 or 4.
You understand?
Okay.
That's like the big difference. It's like cheaper to live. Yeah. Another thing is the medicine. Healthcare. In Brazil, we do preventative. Here, we do corrective. Yes, and
I do understand. Yeah, that's a big issue here.
That biggest difference. So we do exams in Brazil, like I don't know, between 5 months, 6 months. You go on the doctor. If you don't have insurance, you do that for free, and you do like blood exams, like a lot of stuff.
Like a checkup twice a year, almost.
Yeah, twice a year, and you can do that for free, and prevent a lot of a lot of things.
Sorry, go ahead.
Okay,
well, that's a common
ahead.
criticism of healthcare in the U.S. is that, you know, we have a pill for everything, but you know, most people don't take care of their health. You know, they get to the point where they need a pill for something versus noticing an issue. And typically, you know, they say it's because it's very expensive to go to the doctors. So most people only go when they're sick.
When really sick.
And then, you know, by the time they have an issue or by the time they need to make serious changes, whereas if they would have called it 2 years ago and just made kind of small changes to the way they're living their life, it becomes a bigger, more expensive issue.
Yeah, the insurance is definitely expensive.
Yeah.
Like, and other thing, you pay the insurance in Brazil, and he cover everything. Everything. Sometimes you get like, all right, in the first 6 months, he just don't do surgery. You understand? If you gotta do a surgery, you go pay little extra. But over here, you pay every month, and when you go to the doctor, I really don't understand already the deductible, like some
deductibles,
all these things. Because always I pay the insurance here. When I go to the doctor, always come a new bill. What is that? Never done.
Yeah, like, you never stop paying it.
Yeah, but the hospitals, it's huge here. It's like I can see the medicine here is really good, but the insurance way I really prefer Brazil.
Do you think it's better here? Because that's the argument. You know, in my first podcast, I was talking to a doctor, and she was saying that, you know, everyone should have health care, and then interestingly enough, her husband joined in and was saying that, well, no, we can't afford to do that, and it would drive the quality of healthcare down. So that's kind of the argument that you know, both sides bring up, is like everyone should have healthcare and everyone should have access. But then, you know, if doctors can't charge what they want to or whatever, if people can't profit from it, the quality will go down because people will go where they can make money. So it's always interesting to talk to people from other countries and kind of get their idea.
I don't know if he's better. I don't have a lot of contact with the medicine here. No, just right now, with my wife getting pregnant, we go more to the doctor. But I know the price is way different.
Yeah.
But I like the hospital. When I go there, I get a lot of attentions. We have the nurses, everything to cover. You know, in Brazil, if you have insurance, you get a good quality doctors and service. You know? But the SUS, that's the name of the program there. SUS we do for free.
Okay, the government provided healthcare.
Provide the healthcare. That's like sometimes the same doctors, but I don't believe the guys put the same love on the work. You understand?
Yeah.
Because we go there, sometimes you get the guys on the room. You understand? They're really bad. But that's sometimes because the the system, no money. I don't know. It's crazy. Just you need to go there to check.
To experience it.
Yeah, get the experience. But you do it. You understand? If you broke your arm, you don't have insurance, you go there, you go fix this arm. Maybe you wait 2 or 3 hours to get that fix on the line, but you fix.
Well, I don't know. I mean, I don't know how I feel about universal healthcare. It's kind of a complex issue, but I know that certainly in the U.S., if you go to the emergency department, you're going to wait. I mean, I've waited 14 hours in the emergency department before. Obviously, they do the test and there was nothing wrong. So there's like, all right, well, they can continue to wait. If there had been an issue, I'm sure we'd have been seen. But, I was there for 14 hours and I think that's pretty common. Long wait times.
Long wait.
Yeah.
But the price is crazy. I have a friend, his name Wallace. He's a purple belt. He got an infection on his leg. That's maybe 1 year. Last year on the wards. He don't want to go to the doctor. Say, no man, that's a lot of money. Don't want to go. Man, when he be there, the doctor say, if you take more time, maybe you lost your leg.
Yeah. Probably a staph infection, right?
Yeah, staph infection. They fix there, but when he leave, it's a lot of money to pay. You understand? Like more than 10,000.
More than 10,000.
More than 10,000.
How long was he in the hospital?
Like 2 days.
2 days, $10,000 for 2 days of care.
2 or 3 days.
Yeah.
I really don't remember, but he sleep there.
Yeah.
That's like, man.
It's expensive.
Expensive. I don't know how he paid that. I don't know if he paid or if not, but I know we can split that now. We can split the payments.
Oh yeah, you have like a payment plan.
You can get the payment plan. That's help, but still a lot of money.
Yeah.
Imagine you turn 18, get to one bill like that to pay. You start your life with like, I don't know, 10,000 to pay in health insurance. That's not good.
That's an interesting segue. Do you think how much is I'll let you finish that, Cracker. A little saltine to keep your mouth nice and moist while you're talking. For anyone who doesn't, Max, how much do you weigh?
My weight?
Yeah.
Close the tournament, I'd be like around 245.
245.
Yeah.
And you work out pretty frequently, right? Do you have to eat a lot to maintain that weight?
A little bit.
A little bit.
Yeah.
If you ever, sometimes Max will be teaching a class and he'll take a break from teaching the technique. Once it's time to go and practice on our own, you'll see him just eating some peanuts and chocolate or something. So, are you hungry a lot?
Yeah, I'm hungry, man. But that's the hard time when I go to the gym like 3:30 sometimes to do a private class and be there and just leave 9 a.m. That's a long time. I need the snacks between the classes. Sometimes between teach the one technique, go there, get a snack, eat something, come back. But I need to eat to keep this weight.
Keep the weight.
Yeah.
Do you?
I like fighting ultra heavyweight now.
Why? Why? You see a lot of people cutting weight, right? Like I try to get into a lower weight class, so I lose sometimes a lot of weight before a tournament.
It's like, man, I cut weight all my life.
Yeah.
Like since I start to like fight, like more regular, always my professor said, I'm gonna that weight class. I started at 10 years old. When I turned 15, I started doing this like a professional. Do you understand? And cut weight. When I turned 18.
Might not be out of here if you.
Oh, sorry.
Yeah, it's okay.
No, I'm like 20. I get a 20. I cut like 20 kilos, 25 kilos.
25 kilos? That's a lot of weight.
To fight a tournament. And man, after that, I fight really bad. Not really bad. That's my first tournament. I cut out these weights, like 25 kilos, and I don't did it my 100%. I did it my 100%, but don't work because my body's not ready. I'm tired, and after that, my professor tell me, hey, don't go to weight anymore. You need to fight happy.
Yeah.
You need to fight happy. You need to go there and do your best, but happy. If you're mad, I don't want to do the fight on the day. You know, I check the weight one day before. When I go fight, I really don't want to be there. You understand? I want to finish fast. So
you're
all right,
miserable.
let's go. Win or lose, I want to go home.
And eat,
you understand?
right?
And eat.
Yeah.
And after that, I don't cut weight anymore. I'm just like, I'm on a heavyweight, super heavy, and right now on the ultra heavy. When they say cut weight, no, I don't fight. I prefer don't fight if I need cut weight. Yeah. And right now it's a big cut if I need to go to the Dow weight class. The Dow weight class is like 220. That's a 20 pounds.
Another 20 pounds, yeah. But so, since we're talking about weight classes, so let's say for someone, well, I'll talk about me just because I know that every time I'm like, oh, this is what I weigh right now, and I think I can comfortably get to this weight. Say I was, earlier I was 195, and I was like, oh, I might get down to 185, 180, and you're like, just stay where you are, you're fine. If you feel strong for the weight class, is good. I feel strong in the ultra heavy. Yeah. Little faster than my opponents, and happy. Yeah, that's important. That's the important. You go there and be happy. You really want to do that. That's like I told you, last time I cut weight, I don't want to fight. Yeah. I want to. How important do you think is weight? So you weigh, 240 you said right now. If you have an opponent who weighs 280, so they have 40 pounds on you, that's a lot of weight. It's a lot of weight. Do strategy, Yeah. All right, I don't change the strength with him here. I will do faster than him. You understand? That's the technique. The way technical technique and timing. And time. Excellent. Like probably these 40 weights get more. Probably the light guys get more problems with these weights. Do you understand? Like one guy 160 fight one guy 170. I think that's a big difference. Strength. Strength, but always over 220 is strong, man. Yeah. Always, you don't see nobody over 220 pounds is no strong. You understand? Maybe the guy just a little heavier than you, but you're still strong. You understand? Yeah. And like 185, 195, you think that's a big difference for strength? You fight on both weights already. Yeah. Yeah, I've never felt weak. I've never felt overpowered, which is something you expect. You're like, oh, because sometimes the weight classes are 15 pounds, right? I think in IBJJF they're 13 to 18 pounds or something, and you think, well, if I come in at the bottom, I'm gonna have some guy who normally walks around at 200, and now, I'm easily at 190, and the weight class, he's gonna cut down to 195, and I'm gonna be overpowered, but I've never felt in any of my weight classes. I've been down to 169, and the last I competed, I was about the cutoff was 195. I've never felt like that strength was an issue. Yeah. So that's funny, but the guy I feel over strong than me is light than me. Yeah. When we fight, like crazy. I think the weight is not. If the weights gonna be a big difference. The lion is not the king of the jungle. The lion is not the king of the jungle. The fight matters. Lion is not the big guy on the jungle. So if you're coaching a team, you have a team that's going out to Worlds. Say you have a year, and we're like, oh hey, we're all going to go out to Vegas next year. So hopefully COVID's not up, and and your team your students come to you and they're like, hey, where do you think I should, what weight class should I compete in? How are you going to go about telling them or giving them guidance? Yeah, I think we need to feel the students, like my professor feel. He feel like, oh, Max is not happy, and he fight way better when he's happy. Let's change the mindset. We don't go to weight more here, but he go on the open weight, and he go do okay. We have to feel that. And I have another friend. We fight on the same time. Here's my partnership in Brazil, Jose Carlos. He always cut weight because he's like super skinny guy. He's like a rooster weight, and sometimes be close than
light feather, but you should say cut weight. You gotta cut weight, and he fight really good on body weight. You know,
he feels better when he's lighter.
You gotta feel the students, feel the body type too. You know? If the guy don't have much to cut, you not forcing him cut. Tell to he go on top weight.
Yeah.
Or if you see here do really okay with big guys on the school, say all right, you don't need cut.
Maybe it doesn't matter.
Or he do terrible with big guys. All right, he cut weight and go on the down. You gotta feel.
Yeah.
Everything's about feel, man. When you coach or teaching somebody, it's like a feel. You can push some students more. You can less push with another student. You need to feel the mindset, everything.
So let's get into that. So you were a competitor, right? I mean, you still are a competitor, but you know, you have an obligation, I imagine, as a head instructor to teach, you know, a certain number of classes. And I can tell that you also enjoy teaching, you know.
Yeah,
how does that change your perspective, going from just somebody who was grinding as a world-class competitor to now someone who's also trying to balance being a coach and a mentor, really?
I don't know how I do that, but I do. It's so hard. It's the big difference. I gotta change the way how I train. You know, before I just think about myself and just go hard every class. Nobody, I don't think it was like nobody get on my front. If he get on my front, I'll beat him on the train. Hard.
Aggressive.
Always aggressive. But they just train all this time, and they just do that to survive, you know.
Yeah.
When I turn a coach and a head instructor, I gotta think about my students too.
Yeah.
And some guys, if you just go aggressive and beat him every class, he don't wanna be back.
Yeah.
He don't be back. I can go hard with you, but another students, if I go hard like I go with you, he don't wanna train with me anymore. You understand?
Yeah.
And that's the big thing I change. I'm all right. I will train more smart. So we get on bad position, let the hit, say like, I don't know, one student take my back and they try escape, and then, you know, that's the big difference. Change how I train and try do more smart too on the mats. And I think I changed my way to fight too. Before I just go like, all right, I gotta submission this guy. Right now I'm more smart.
Yeah.
I go like technical, win by advantage sometimes.
It's a win.
But
Still
that's
win.
like, it's still a win. I really don't like be like stall fighters, but
Yeah, to stall.
I'm not just athletic now. No, I gotta just train with my students. You know that.
Yeah.
Sometimes I get another friend from other school, but this guy's still not like professional athletic anymore.
Yeah.
I have a JP. He's like a tough guy. I got Alexandre, tough guy too. But this guy's like me. Chichi, have a family. Alexandre got a kid too. It's not more just go there and you wanna kill each other.
Yeah.
We try to do smart, to do specifics a lot now. Like before Panams, I do 2 times a week with these guys. No, every class we do like some rows, but do a lot of specific. Like 1 minute we start on bad position. I don't know. Alexandre on my back. Alexandre a big guy.
Yeah.
He
So
on my
it's a scary
back.
thought.
I gotta escape. And then he gotta try submission me or take my back at the hooks. And we do that, and I feel a big difference when I fight. All right,
Yeah.
I'm comfortable in bad positions too. And that's the. You gotta.
I understand.
Yeah.
You have to. You have to train smarter. You have to train specifically bad positions because, you know, and I thought the same thing too when you just started competing again. Is I want to obviously help you. That's another good thing about Jiu Jitsu is everybody helps everybody, and it's like I want you to be the best competitor, whatever you want to get out of Jiu Jitsu. I want to help you with that. But one thing I can't. Well, and you do the same for me. But one thing I can't do is train to beat you every time. Like every time we roll, I can't. I mean, I do try to win, but at the same time, it's like if I go 100% with you every time, I'm probably going to get hurt.
No way. I'm a good guy.
Well, no, he's very gentle for a 240-pound guy. He kills me with love, like he says, but gently he murders me. But
No, I understand your like what I wanna tell.
Like I'd have to
alright,
go 100% every
like,
time.
maybe 50 pounds less than me. If you just go like crazy,
60.
60.
I'm 60
Yeah.
pounds. Yeah.
If you just go crazy, sometimes you hurt yourself by yourself too.
Yeah,
or
I would hurt
try
myself.
do the movement or just have you go push me up. I don't know. I understand.
Yeah.
And you try to do smart sometimes to help me a lot. I like the way you train.
Well,
sometimes you piss me off. Just kidding.
He's not kidding. That's my goal. If I'm pissing you off, if I'm making you mad, I'm stopping you from doing something. That's my advice to everyone. Any white belt, any blue belt, anybody who's new or frustrated is like, if you're upsetting a higher belt, you're probably stopping them from doing something they want to do, and you're on the right path.
Yeah, he's smart. He's a smart guy.
But no, but it's like I'm a purple belt at the gym. You got a couple brown belts, but everybody's a lot smaller than you. So I was happy when you started training with, very good black belts. You were training with Alexandre, with Muhammad Ali, JP. I was just happy that you could find that training.
And that's another thing. When I start teaching, I cut this ego, man. Like before I get a big, huge ego. Sometimes I go to the gym and don't want to get one advantage. You understand? Right now I cut the ego. Like, all right, to still fight and still on a high level, I gotta take this ego out and do more. Like a couple years ago, I never trained with Muhammad Ali.
Yeah.
He's my opponent. We fight like 6 times.
Yeah.
And right now I cut this ego and we train together sometimes. And both help each other. He in Brazil now, but when he's here, we always try to train together, minimum 1 time a week.
That's good. And how else are you going to get what you need? I think that's what's powerful about Jiu Jitsu and martial arts in general, is that in order to get better, you have to kind of give into that. You have to say, well, you have to lose. You have to lose over and over and over again, and you have to come together with someone you compete against. And, you guys train together, and then maybe before competition, if you're going to compete, you don't. But at the day of the competition, it's may the best person win, and we're going to be friends afterwards.
Right, yeah. That's the... we opponent. We're still friends, but just opponent.
Yeah.
I don't need to hate him.
Yeah, it's not personal.
Yeah, it's not personal. It's a professional. I go there, win or lose. After that, shake his hand. That's okay. Next week we train together if we need, to grow or jiu-jitsu. It's not personal. Well, right now, after take this ego out.
Yeah. Well, they say jiu-jitsu is good for that. Yeah. So
it's like, get old, be smart.
Get old. The ripe old age of 27.
That's one of the good things to get old. You'll be more smart.
Yeah. So recently, obviously everyone took a break with COVID, but then when competition started again, you lost a couple tournaments in August, right? Was it? Yeah. You lost two tournaments back to back. How did you deal with that? Because you traveled to Texas to do that.
I get mad, man.
I could tell. I could tell you were down. That's why I wanted to talk about it.
Yeah, man, I get mad. The fight, after the lockdown, soon the tournament starts, I get a call. Hey, Max, you wanna do a super fight, main event versus Vitor Hugo? This guy's he's a beast, heavy guy like me, strong, technical. Good challenge because he just turned a black belt a couple months before, maybe 1 year. And they were, definitely want to do. But man, I trained nothing before that. Trained nothing in quarantine. Maybe a couple secrets train, but not
secret training.
Yeah, not big deal. 2 guys, it's not bad. But they accept that. And I train, do my best with my students. Couple guys help me there. Go there, man, lost. 1 week after, I get another tournament and lost again. And man, gotta figure out my training, how to do properly again. I lost position time, a lot of things, but I put in my mind, I will fight anything after Pan Ams, and I will do my best to win this tournament. And I did. I start training smart again, back eat clean, take care about my physical condition. I think that's like a big thanks to me now, because like I tell before, no, I don't have more the trainer. I don't have the hard training.
Yeah.
Ever like my opponents, I have to be really confident on my cardio, on my strength, everything, and I start looking again to get strong. And went back in the Pan Ams, I get the gold.
Hey, there you go.
Get the gold, the turn. But that's here. Sometimes here, when you lost, you get mad, and you get frustrated. That's the word. Frustrating. You get frustrated, and if your might put you down, you go keep lost. You gotta turn the key. All right, I'll go back to the gym, learn with my mistakes, and get better next time. And that's what I did, and that's why I wanna teach. I like to teach my students. No, always you learn with the loss, man. You don't learn much when you win, but when you lost, definitely you learn. If you win, you back to the gym and keep doing the same thing you always did. When you lost, for sure you go change some things to better. You know, maybe your game, maybe your conditions or whatever. You go change for better. You know, you gotta change here mindset.
Let's change the mindset. I wanted to. We kind of got off on a jiu-jitsu tangent, and we could probably talk about jiu-jitsu for hours. But it's not just a martial arts podcast. But I wanted to get back. You were talking about when we were talking about healthcare, being young and starting off with like $10,000 in debt. Another issue here in the United States is the cost of college, or higher education. It's kind of become higher education has kind of become a standard. It's something you're supposed to do when you graduate high school here. Is it the same in Brazil?
We have for free too.
For free?
But
do you have to?
But you gotta pass on one test, hard test. We get like NA. That's the name, NA. NA. When you're done in high school, we do this test. That's like, man, big deal. Some guys took like 5 years to do this test.
Oh yeah.
Yeah, it's like go hard, like really competitive test, because all the country do know. Yeah. To try get in the best universities and college for free, because it's expensive too. Like to do medicine university, if you gotta pay that amount, it's expensive, like 5,000, 6,000, 7,000. Like it's a lot of money. And if you get a good note on
good grade
on this test, you can do that for free on the government's university, and that's the best ones. That's a good thing in Brazil. If you study, you can get in college and get graduation for free. Not for free, because you have other investments, Yeah. So sometimes you live in one city and you pass for the college in another city. Yeah. And you gotta go there because it's still cheap. You move, rent an apartment and live there, then pay. Do you understand?
Yeah. So people don't start out like because the criticism of it here in the United States is that a lot of young adults start out with. I mean, some of these colleges are ridiculously expensive, and I mean, I didn't go to expensive school, so I was able to pay off what I was able to pay mine off a little more quickly than other people. But sometimes you get, certain schools, some schools are like $40,000 a year. So if you go for 4 years, I think my school was less than $20,000 a year. But it's a state school and it's not as prestigious. But
I think I think the student make the school. If you go there and do your best to learn, you don't need to be on the expensive school to turn a good professional. Like a Jiu Jitsu school too. We're back at Jiu Jitsu. Like we don't have to be on the big teams to be a good athletic or good student. You turn there, you make this happen. Yeah, and that's on college too, for sure. you make this happen. If you want to be a good professional, you go make that on the 20,000 school or the 100
Yeah.
a year,
So,
Champion mindset.
champion mindset, yeah. So you came to U.S. What was the immigration process like?
Hard.
Hard? Are you still going through it?
I still on process now, because first I come like a visit visa,
A visa?
visit visa, but that's, you just can be here for 6 months.
Mm-hmm.
And to get this visa is hard already for Brazilian guys. I don't know another country, but for Brazil it's hard. But I get easy. I just, first time I be here in the United States to fight is 2012. Yeah, 2012.
Well, let me ask you, hold on. So you came here when Brazilians come to the U.S. for tournaments, do they have to get a visa as well?
Yes.
They have to apply for it?
Yes.
Oh.
You have to apply, and a lot of guys get negative.
Yeah.
My wife got a three negative visa.
She got declined 3 times?
To decline. And after we marry, I have the visa already, and she get on my visa.
Mm-hmm.
But I will get that. I come 2012. I'm in the college on this time. I have a lot of things keeping me in Brazil. That's tourneys. I go there and like, I don't know. I'm a worker. I'm in the college. I just go there to fight.
Yeah.
I have like a specific day to come here, hotel, everything, reservation. That's make it easy. They approve my visa so easy. And I come in 2012 every year, back and forth, bam, bam, bam. Just come to fight Worlds, Panamas, and 2018. That when I come to here, first time to Ohio, I be with this visa, and I stay 6 months.
Mm.
And I like I told you, don't want to be back, and I apply to my athletic visa, get approved after 9 months.
What's an athletic visa?
P1.
P1?
P1.
What does it mean though? Like, who is eligible for an athletic visa?
You get it. You need to win worlds. Worlds like a Grand Slam tournament. You need minimum 1 Grand Slam tournament, like international, like Worlds, Panamas, or Europeo, Brazilian national.
So you have to win too.
You have to win.
Oh.
No, podium. If you
Get on the podium.
yeah.
Medal.
If you
First,
get a
second, or
medal,
third.
if you get a medal, you will be able to apply.
Some people fighting for a chance to come to the U.S.
Yes, and I'm already get this title, and apply, get approved, and that's given 3 years.
Mm-hmm.
But the school where I train got assigned to me. Do you understand?
Yeah.
It's like these guys like responsible by me.
Responsible for you.
Responsible for
What is that? I think it's called a sponsor.
Sponsor. Called a sponsor. Yeah. And when I moved to here to Maryland, I just changed the sponsor. Ground Control is my sponsor now.
Yeah.
But that's all these things cost money.
Yeah.
That's like this visa is $5,000 to apply.
For the athletic visa?
For the athletic visa, yeah. Minimum. No?
For 3 years.
For 3 years. Some lawyers cost more, some lawyers cost less. It depends. And they changed to another 3 years with my new sponsor, Ground Control.
So another 5,000.
Another 5,000. And right now, I'd be able to apply for my green card, or O1. O1 is like extraordinary abilities,
What is it?
It's like abilities, good abilities, but to give you more.
Oh,
more
because
things.
you have a certain skill.
Yes.
You
like
could apply for a different
you
visa.
can apply for different visa.
But you
That's
want
like-
your green card.
Or green card. Green card is like a little expensive than O1, but give me more things on the count, I can one day be a citizen.
A citizen?
Citizen,
Mhm.
yeah.
Is that a goal of yours?
That's my goals, like I'll be here already, I will have a children
Mm-hmm.
soon, that's my goals, get the green card. Maybe next year apply. I want to save money this year because it's not cheaper. And one day, get a, I don't know how to say this word.
Citizenship? Citizenship?
Yeah, that's it, guys.
That's okay. They know what you mean. The people know what you mean. What do you think draws people to come to the United States?
American dream.
The American dream? What's the American dream for you?
Give a good life to my family, like survive with my love to the sport, you know.
Mm-hmm.
That's like my big dreams. Like I definitely can do that in Brazil, but probably no with Jiu Jitsu. You understand? Gotta back to the college, study, get a normal work.
Mm-hmm.
You know, here I can do that with teaching Jiu Jitsu.
You can make a living doing what you love.
Yeah, I get a good life for that. It depends, like on what is a good life for me, and other for you is different. It's like everybody's different, but for me, just pay my bills, like give a good school to my children. You know, take care about my family, help my family in Brazil too. My dream is give my mama one house too. You know,
Yeah.
She always live at her rental.
Mm-hmm.
That's my big goals. One day, give her a house in Brazil. So wanna help her too. That's my big dream too.
That's
to
very
be
nice.
Here. Yeah.
Is there a mindset, like, I want to double back to the culture part. Is there a difference in mindset between people in the United States versus Brazil?
A little bit. I think you guys here in Brazil have a lot of fun. We party a lot.
You what?
We party a lot.
Party
in
a lot?
Brazil. Party a lot in Brazil. That's I think you guys here more focused, no? More focused. It's not everyone, but most of the people is more focused. When you guys we can feel the difference with kids, no?
Yeah.
Kids in Brazil, man, I do one kids class in Brazil for jiu-jitsu. We have to have more fun than train hard.
Yeah.
The kids here already get the mindset to do hard because the parents know. I don't know, maybe because the wrestling culture. I don't know.
Wrestling culture?
Wrestling culture. It's like big. That's a big sport here, and 80%, I don't know, maybe 60% of my students did West one time on his life, and he take this mindset for jiu-jitsu, do hard, drill a lot, and push that for the kids too, and keep it doing. I feel this different. We party a lot, and when you turn like adult, so, oh my God, I gotta do something to my life. And you guys here take care about this early.
You try to get focused younger.
Yeah, younger.
One thing that I've noticed since I've started training with Brazilians is your concept of time. And I think a lot of, we learned about that, when I studied Hispanic culture as well in college. And, we all, a lot of us say Brazilian time. Oh, we're running on Brazilian time. And, when I was training with JP, sometimes he might not show up. If class started at 4:30, he might be walking in the door at 4:30, and it's just, hey, let's get going, But I think it's like, let's go. A lot of us are like, what are we doing? We have an hour to train, but I don't know. And then even like when we were training over at GFT on Tuesdays at a different gym, hey, it's noon training. Well, we start warming up at 12:30, and then. But I think that's the life.
But you don't have time to finish.
Yeah.
Normally we do that. We have time to start, but not time to finish.
Yeah. One, I think I think maybe we try to squeeze more in over here. Hey, this is my lunch break, so I have. A lot of people train on their lunch break, and I have really less than an hour, but I'm sneaking this in. But maybe that's
a good thing. You guys be here on time, always.
Yeah.
I start to learn that too. When you say I meet you 10, If I be there 10, 15 in Brazil, nobody cares. That's normal. That's normal. 15 to 20 minutes after, that's normal. We expect that. You understand? Here, if you get 5 minutes late,
oh my gosh,
the guy get mad already.
Oh yeah.
Fuck this guy. He start to call you. Are you coming? Yeah, sure, I come. I'm on the way. And sometimes you say you're on the way, but you're still at home.
Yeah.
It's so funny. I started learning that.
Yeah.
I try always be 5 minutes before the time. No, right now I plan my day to. All right.
That's
I gotta. I don't know. Do one private 1 p.m. I'll be there 12:50, 12:55. You know.
Yeah.
I try. Sometimes I miss, but I try.
Yeah. Well, I think I don't know. Maybe we see time as more of a commodity, like. Just like money, it's like, well, this is my time and I have an hour of it and I want to make sure I get the most out of it. But I don't know, I kind of look at it as that's the Brazilian, or that's the jiu-jitsu lifestyle. Like, you know, you train real hard, and then, you know, I'll notice, you know, you guys will just, if it's a bunch of Brazilians, you know, if it's like you and Alexandre and Guilherme and all your old friends, you guys just sit around and talk. Like, I feel like
we talk like
after
30 minutes before it starts.
I'll go home, I'll eat, I'll shower, and I'll be looking at Instagram, and you guys are still adding stories, and you're just dancing.
Yeah.
You're just dancing, you know.
Yeah, that's fun. That's the lifestyle probably.
Yeah.
After train, big difference too. When you train in Brazil, man, we spend a minimum 1 hour after on the mat. On the mat, hang out, talk about life, talk about everything.
Yeah.
And here sometimes the class is done 9 or 8:30. 5 minutes after, there's nobody on the mat. Like,
yeah.
Okay.
Yeah, I mean, I'm the same way. It's like, typically I want to go right home and work on something else. It's just, but you know, it is fun to stick around and just chat.
For sure, that money time.
Do you pay attention to a lot of politics in the U.S.? You know, it's been a pretty turbulent year.
Yeah. Sorry, say again?
Well, politics or current events?
I try, man, but I'm not understand a lot, you know. But I try. That's a hard moment, you know, we live now from COVID, all this stuff. I don't know if you can talk COVID on YouTube. You go.
Oh, you know, yeah, they may fact check anything we say about COVID, and that's fine. I mean, you're probably not going to tell people how to deal with COVID, are you?
Yeah.
I'm not.
Yeah, man, I think I gotta look more for that right now if I want to
pay closer attention.
Yeah.
It's a weird time as someone who's been a part of it. It's very dramatic.
Yeah.
There's a lot going on.
I prefer, like, an example, no. I'm a instructor from ground control, head instructor there. I teach for different mindset, different culture. Some guys do on one side, and other guys do on another side. I prefer don't tell about religion, don't talk about religion and politics much, you know, just to don't.
Just focus, leave religion and politics and everything at the door, and just kind of focus on jiu-jitsu. That's
it. That's why I try. But sometimes we talk about, you know, all right, this guy doing trash work, but yeah,
I think it's good to leave it at the door as well.
Yeah,
but
it's hard. Like my boss, Rock, he talk a lot about politics, you know? And definitely some students don't like.
Yeah.
Understand? Maybe the guys don't tell anything, but they can see on the reaction. I feel on the reaction. When he tells some things, a lot of guys are like, man, just leave. That's all right. I learned. I don't talk about
just
that.
trying to focus on me.
Yeah. On jiu-jitsu and other stuff. So, and I don't vote.
Yeah.
I can't vote here. And all right. What do you guys decide then?
You don't have much say in the matter.
Yeah.
Did you have in terms of your immigration status, was there one candidate was there someone who you felt would be better for that? Like if you could have voted, and you don't. Well, I don't want to get into that, but like, was that a concern for you that the next president?
I hope the next president be more easy with immigration things. Like the Trump is not do very easy to us.
For Brazilians,
for Brazilians
in particular.
I think for any other countries too.
Yeah.
But he's not too easy. So a lot of friends get declined visas and green cards on his time, and they hope that's changed now. Maybe that's stuck a little bit about my opinion.
Well, no, I mean, and so you have a unique perspective on it. You are an immigrant in the United States. You're, still working yourself through the immigration process, and I think it's good to hear why you have certain, the issues that you have and why you would vote a certain way if you could vote. How does this personally? It does. It very much personally affects you, your unborn child, and your wife at this point. So I think it just puts a human face on the issue, whatever issue it is, and no one has to agree with you but you're currently working through it, so you have a first-hand perspective of it. Our politics. What are politics like in Brazil? I know.
Like here.
Like here, you have President Bolsonaro, right?
Bolsonaro, yeah, and he's like a cop of Trump.
Like a copy.
Cop. Yeah, a cop. Everything Trump doing, he reply in Brazil.
Yeah.
He tried. That's what I think. Like as a lot of fight in Brazil now because he tried change the insurance program.
Oh
in
yeah.
Brazil. He tried get the every a hospital like like here you gotta pay the insurance or you don't have for free. You know? He said that's go help like the economy blah 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 blah. But a lot of guys mad with that. But maybe that's help with the economy. But most of the people don't have money to pay.
Yeah.
Do you understand? You go start get. We need to change a lot of things before you change that. Understand? He tried get the guns legal in Brazil too. I don't hope so. That's happening.
Yeah.
Yeah, but he try cop a lot of things from here.
Yeah.
Sometimes he do a good job. Sometimes he do a terrible job. I think he need to look more for the country. Don't look for outside the country too.
Focus more on.
Focus on the country or on horse problems because it's different culture, man. Like really different culture. We need.
Yeah. So, what's so obviously you're having a child here soon. You're a head instructor. You're working on getting your green card. What does the future hold for you? I mean, are you going to, where's your life going 5 years from here, 15 years from here?
Yeah, man, I want to do the transition to MMA.
Oh.
Yeah, I started training already, my striking, blah, blah, blah. No, I don't want to pressure myself to get a fight next month.
Yeah.
I want to enjoy the process, get ready. I hope one day get to the big show. And I want to grow on the business area too. I start investing in other things here in the United States. I hope the company doing good. One day maybe get my school. That's like an MMA. Don't want to pressure myself, but I'm just 1 year and a half on ground control. Enjoy the work. Enjoy be there, but maybe one day, still work, save money, get a credit here. We need. Need to build a credit. That's a hard thing when you move to United States. Credit.
Building credit.
Because you like it coming here like 24 years old, zero credit. I can't rent one apartment.
Oh yeah.
That's like I need somebody get it like sign apply to me, and after that I start building a credit and I start do that. Like I try all the time. Pay my things on time, everything to get a good credit on the future. big thing. So I changed my mind because in Brazil I prefer to pay everything in one time.
Yeah.
I have this mindset here too, but couple American friends say, hey, if you need the credit, finance a little bit. It's like example, to I buy my first car, I pay like 16-17% a year on
interest.
If I have a better credit, I can pay like 2%. Yeah. That's money, man.
Yeah,
that's money.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? And my first cars, I pay like 100% on
just pay cash.
Like and get the car. Don't think about finance. But when I turn my mind to, all right, I wanna live here for longer. I will try get a better credit. One day buy a house. Okay, in one car is way cheaper than one house. If you pay 18% a year, it's expensive, but you still can pay. And one house 18% is like it's a lot of money, you know.
Yeah.
Thousands. And if I build my credit, and one day when I go buy my house, I put these percents down. It's better, no. Or when I look for open the school or other things, I need the credit.
Yeah, definitely. How do you learn? Obviously, hopefully people are born here, right? Like someone like me, hopefully my parents teach me about finances in the United States, or hopefully you learn some in school. That's a common criticism, or from other people. How does someone, an immigrant who comes here with very little English, how do you learn about this? That's hard
because in Brazil we don't get any economy skills on the school.
Yeah.
The life teach you there, or your parents, and my parents always say, don't get nothing finance, pay everything, save money, blah blah blah. He get a old school mindset.
Yeah.
Right now he starts to look more about invest his money, but before he just save, put an account and save. That's a really old school. And when I come here, I'm alright. We have another options to invest your money, not just save.
Yeah.
And other smart options to invest in it. Forget the name. You start to tell me about that.
The stock market?
The stock market.
Oh yeah, but I consider it playing. It's gambling essentially, because I don't know that much about it. So I small money, just to learn.
Put small money, learn, and when you get more money, put more, invest every time. Yeah,
well, I can tell you in the last 2 weeks it's been good because of the vaccine trials are looking good. Pfizer and Moderna said that the vaccines are looking promising, and the stock market responded very well to that. So I'm a little less sad these last 2 weeks because I was hurting there for a little bit. But
that's it. I start to open my mind to and move to here, and try learn always try learn with you guys and other friends. I listen you. I have another friend. He's really good on these things. He is a JP partnership. Like Dave did too. Always
Dave, Dave's nice.
I try learn something. Ask him, I check the success guys and try learn with these guys.
Oh, look at the successful guys.
Successful guys. All right, I appreciate these guys. All right, try learn with him a little bit here, and take the best of everyone.
Well, there you go. That's back to the community of Jiu Jitsu. We can network. It's so easy to network, and
that's Jiu Jitsu incredible, man. Maybe I never meet some guys if not Jiu Jitsu.
Yeah.
Maybe I never meet some. I will tell one story. I tell my friends in Brazil. This guy's like, nah, you liar. We don't take a picture, no. But first year be here, we go to California to fight here in Gutenberg, and he have a sponsorship by one big brand. Hookah, with the Hookah in Brazil, that's a RVCA.
Oh, RVCA.
That's like a surf, these stuff.
You see those shirts around in the US.
Yeah, and that's a big brand in Brazil too. And the guy sponsor him and invitation or to go to the gym, train, get a dinner, go on his house to watch a box fight. And when I told this in Brazil, like, man, yeah, last year I meet this guy, blah, blah, blah. It's fun. They go, you fucking liar, blah, blah, blah. Like, yeah, this is true. For God, dude, like, but just jiu-jitsu to give me that opportunity, you understand? If not jiu-jitsu, I never meet this guy. I never talk to him, to get a dinner. That's another other example for jiu-jitsu on the mat at the gym. We get like some guys like rich, smart investment and another things. Anyway, he don't look like that because he wear a gear like you. And when you sit to talk, like, man, gotta learn with this guy.
Yeah. Yeah, it's we all walks of life, men, women, like you said, every religion. When you step on the mat, for most people, it's just we're here for jiu-jitsu. We're here to make ourselves better, and we're all equals in that.
Right.
It's beautiful.
That's beautiful. Jiu-jitsu is beautiful. If you never tried jiu-jitsu,
you should just come try. Just take a couple classes. Try it for a month. Well, any final thoughts? Anything you want to share with people?
Guys, I'm sorry, my English. I try my best. I hope you guys understand everything. Thank you, Justin, to invite me. Let's talk about the tournament on this weekend.
Oh, yes. Oh, yeah, that's why we did this whole podcast. You have an upcoming tournament, right? It's kind of a big one.
Yeah, I will fight the Pan Am's Nogi.
Nogi Pan Am's.
Yeah, Nogi Pan Am's on Sunday. Yeah, Sunday.
Where's that? Atlanta?
Atlanta, yeah.
Flying or driving?
Fly. I try to look the drive, but it's far away, man. It's like too far.
It's like 17 hours, I think.
My wife said, drive, be safe. Then COVID, probably if you drive by yourself or me and you in the car, better than get on the flight. But man, it's too far away. I would try get the gloves, mask, be safe on the plane.
Yeah.
Fight and come back. Try my double title now. I win last year this tournament.
Any big names signed up other than you, obviously?
Get a big names. I have a friend, Ricardo. I closed with him another tournament last year. I hope we close again.
Yeah.
The final.
Why not?
On my second match, I have a big challenge. I lost to this guy like a year ago on ADCC. And I hope I beat him this time and get the gold. That he's my second match. If he passes his match, then I pass mine. Let's look for my first match first. If I beat him, I start to think about the other guy.
So it's gonna be a good. It's gonna be a good. It's a good tournament.
Good tournament. I'm
in
excited.
The ultra heavyweight. Let me ask. So you talked about closing out. So for people who aren't familiar with jiu-jitsu, if two teammates go to the same tournament, say it's me and a friend, and we're the same belt and the same weight class, if we both do very well, we're ultimately going to end up competing against one another. We're going to have a match.
Probably on the final, because when you get on the semi-bracket, semi-weight, the guys split.
They'll split teammates.
Yeah. One teammate this side, one teammate on the other side.
What do you so?
That's a hard question.
It is. Why close out? Why close out with a teammate? Why not have that match?
Man, I close out with this guy because we're really friend, like when I'm a blue belt, he's a black belt already. I look at him like he's like 15 years older than me. Okay. Probably. Or 12 or something.
He's still competing in adults though.
Yeah, he's still competing in adult. He's like a beast. Lunchtime world champion. He's like, and I got him like a professor, Yeah. When I'm blue belt, he teach me a lot. Like I learn a lot with him. And when I turn adult, I get it this way faster too, blue to black, and I got the pleasure to fight on the same weight class to him and get in the final. That's don't pass on my might fight versus him, and probably don't pass on his might too. But I fight versus others. Teammate, if I don't train with this guy every day, I don't have this bunch respect. I fight versus him. But if like this guy, couple other guys too, like Gutenberg. Imagine I fight versus Gutenberg. He give him the chance to come here, he pay my tickets. I live on his house for months. Most a year. Like live together in Brazil. That's don't make sense. Fight versus him.
Yeah. So let me ask you. So who takes first and who takes second?
Yeah, this time we close 2 tournaments. On the first tournament, I take the first place, and he take the second.
Mm-hmm.
And on the second one, he took the first, I take the second.
So you switch back and
We
forth.
switch back and forth, you know.
Okay.
Next weekend is my time.
That's your time. All right. Actually, you know what? I thought of one more jiu-jitsu related question. Promotion. So you're a professor now. You promote people. You promoted me to purple belt. And I personally felt like, and this is just my experience, but I know it happens with other people. You know, I'm happy to be a purple belt. You know, it's something to, and if you don't understand the belt system, it's white, blue, purple, brown, black. And it puts me into a different category for competing and all that. And it's like 5 years of hard work. But I was like, you know, I still didn't feel like the best blue belt I could be. You know, I was still training with blue belts and they're still giving me trouble, still not winning tournaments. For you, and I'm sure a lot of people have that thought, you know, that they're not ready for their next belt, or that maybe they won't be as good a purple belt or whatever. But what about it for you when you promote a student? What are you looking for?
Technical,
Mm-hmm.
you know. If I feel the guy get the level technical to jump for the next belt, he able to jump there for get another challenge. Time, you know. Sometimes the guy be technical to next belt in 1 year, but I feel he not ready to the challenge. You understand?
Mm-hmm.
Technical, time, mindset. It's like get another level. It's not just about beat people or no, you know.
Yeah.
When, like, for your time, you are good blue belt, win tournaments, you know, really good in the gym, teach somebody, get the mindset perfect, get the time, get the perfect tank to jump for the next belt.
Yeah.
You understand? Some guys don't be really technical, but he know good jiu-jitsu already, but it's not technical to win awards.
Mm-hmm.
He still get time to jump for the next belt, like 2-3 years on the same belt, 4 years sometimes.
Yeah.
So I do one test with him. If he pass the test, he able to jump for the next belt, you know. And if he don't feel technical to that, he gotta figure it out. Running back, train more, do privates, you know. That's the thing. You don't wanna get one guy 5 years on the one belt just because he don't feel ready to win awards. You understand? Awards is not words, like compete or beat some other guys, not the
Not the test.
not the test.
Yeah.
It's another things. Posture at the gym. You look like a black belt at the gym. You help people. You enjoy teaching. You know. You
I don't know
do
about
hard. It's like no, yeah. You have a good mindset. You're not very technical to be a black belt.
Yeah.
But your mindset is good. You understand? You go figure out that in a couple years get a brown belt, go get your black belt. Maybe you'll never win awards, but that's not the line. You understand?
Yeah.
Like we promote Ryan now.
Oh
No.
no. Cat's out of the bag.
It's like he's a
about
purple belt, good purple belt.
He's like-
Long time on purple belt.
3-4 years, I'd say.
Like I think it's 4 years on the purple belt. He trained with JP and before moved to his school. Right now come back train with me because far away his house. We talk. Me and JP figure out and he say no on his time. He don't study for the test. He get the test one day and the next day he did. He know everything.
Oh, he
there.
knows.
He knows everything.
Definitely a
there.
brown belt for sure.
Do you understand?
Yeah.
And some things we don't do a lot to the class. We don't do a lot of self-defense on the class.
Yeah.
Really on noon class, the class he did, we never do self-defense.
Yeah.
You know, and he know everything. He's a good guy, good posture at the gym.
Yes.
He ready for that.
Oh yeah.
Do you understand? I don't need to put here on a tournament to test. You understand? And maybe if you get another purple belt beat here at the gym, that's not the test too.
Yeah.
You understand? Fight or train is not the line to steal on the belt or jump to the next level.
Understood.
Posture, technical, so a lot of other things.
Well, all right.
I get your answer. That's good.
That's good. Yeah. Well, I think everyone always wants to know. What is?
Let me do another example. Last year, we have a student here, Lakisha. She's not the most technical student at the gym, but she's good. Do hard.
Oh yeah.
Train hard every day. Going for Master Worlds, novice, on a white belt. Win the tournament. She deserved the blue belt.
Yes.
You understand? Probably other blue belts can beat her too, but she did that. She deserved. You understand? I don't need to attest to her to know her worthy for the next belt. You understand?
Understood.
It's like different examples, but
I get what you're saying. It's a combination of things. Keisha's very dedicated. She's the kind of person who goes home and watches technique videos. She looks to people to help her. Hey, how can I get better at this? How can I get better at this? She shows up every day. She is always trying to get better. So maybe she's not the most technical right now, but she has the mindset
to be
and to step up too, because she's competitive. She travels to compete, and she knows that she needs to always step her game up every time she goes. So I definitely understand what you're saying. Anything else you want to add? Any sponsors you want to shout out to, or?
That's it. Like I said, thank you, man. Appreciate it. Congrats on the setup. That's looking professional.
Thanks.
Man.
Yeah, we have every. I hope to make it better every podcast. This is definitely my best production thus far with the 2 camera angles. It's a learning process.
Yeah, I like it. Like the 2 cameras angles, microphone, everything look great. Congrats. That's gonna be a successful podcast for sure.
I hope so. You know who I'll shout out to Topaz Navarro and the Workplay Obsession All In Foundation. It's a nonprofit set up to help build communities for those who are trying to. Oh, we got someone at the door. I'm gonna cut this part out. Alrighty, we're gonna wrap it up. I'll shout out to Topaz afterwards. Thanks, guys.
See you guys.